I skipped lunch. I was just in a hurry. It's been crazy.
That's not good.
Have you pooped today?
I haven't actually, which is weird for me. I'm like due 2 poopings.
Have you pooped today?
The audio works because I can hear it. Why can I hear it?
Pooped today?
Why can I hear my own audio?
Because I was playing it through my phone.
Oh, I went and looked at my... I had the stream pulled up on my other monitor, and I thought I had the sound on. I don't. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you
Depends on what my next roll is.
Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody but Albert roll a d20 because Albert has rolled 3 times.
No.
You get to pick the one that suits you best.
Okay, 3.
Woo!
18.
Albert, roll a d20 as well.
Nat 20, Albert. Nat 20, Albert.
Oh, thank goodness.
Damn
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, Blake. Oh,
Yeah.
what happened last time?
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
On
it's
Dragon
been
Ball
so
Z.
long. Yeah!
That is close, actually. That is pretty accurate.
So the last thing I remember us doing, we did kill all these people, and we were scavenging and looking for things on their person, and I don't think much happened the last time. Then we started fighting about where we were going to sleep, inside or outside of the circle, and then we all ended up inside the circle, and that's the last thing I remember us doing.
And Mary didn't remember being
Right.
out of it.
And one of the guards had a sign of Sylvanus on his pauldron that I cut off, and that's about it.
Okay. Did you guys set up camp last time, didn't you?
But yeah.
Yeah. Far, far away from.
Where's
help.
Mary, though?
Camping.
Mary should... No, I know, but she
Galaxy,
should also
far, far away.
be somewhere in our little grouping, because I had slept between her and
Howl.
Oh, whoa. I forgot about that.
In the camping? Oh,
There.
I see what you're saying.
Why is she on top of me?
She slept because Valera slept between Mary and Howl. So I guess Mary slept on top of Duriel.
Inappropriate.
Human blanket.
considering that they don't get along.
Well,
I can see
It's-
Ariel turning her into a blanket.
It's a sitcom. This is the romance that you expect in a comedy. The two people that don't
sitcom?
get along, yes, a sitcom.
Sitcom.
What are y'all drinking?
Mary just really enjoys murdering old women too, and they found their common ground.
I too hated my grandma.
I've got a calf's Ave, Chewbacca Chuck, calf's Ave.
What? How do you pronounce the German beer? It's like Hefeweizen. It looks
Hefeweizen?
Like
Hefeweizen.
Yeah,
it is.
it is
I thought it was
Hefeweizen.
pronounced differently. Okay. I thought for sure someone corrected me one time. when
Well,
I was
the
at a German
W is a
restaurant.
V.
you need to say it a
So
little
it's-
angrier.
Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
Almost like
Hefeweizen.
you're sneezing and coughing at the same time.
You guys, look at this.
Hefeweizen.
I have RAM, so I will finally have 16 gigabytes. of RAM.
Hey!
Hey.
Right on.
nice. I have whiskey, Jameson, and green tea mixture.
Mixture?
Be right back.
Did you?
Oh, Arizona green tea. I was thinking like you put matcha in some whiskey.
That's
Yeah.
Sounds like the worst.
It just froze.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Albert, your face froze, and you just like it was like the middle of your disgust face just froze.
The grumpy groomsman.
Yeah, I like that one.
it's green tea and whiskey. Is it good?
What do you have, Brian?
Maybe he bought me something and sent it to my house. I'm gonna open
Who
it.
did?
Who?
Sammy.
Oh.
Samantha.
Is it a kayak?
I wish. It's pretty big though.
This is an exciting D&D game.
I hope it's a blow up doll. That'd be
It
fun.
is. Oh my gosh. a
It looks
giant
just like her.
dildo.
Has a little note on the tip. This is what awaits you after we're married.
And it's just dildos?
No, it's the
Yeah, this is
second
life
best thing
size.
after a kayak.
A
Oh,
paddle?
Umbrella.
it's a paddle.
It looks like 2 paddles.
No, it screw together.
Oh, it's one dual-sided paddle. It's a Darth Maul paddle.
It's a Darth Maul, but well,
Are the
it's a
blades
kayak paddle.
are the blades curved or are they the blades? The paddles curved.
They're curved.
They're curved.
The blades.
The
Called
blades. The blades are curved.
It's a Bending Branches Whisper kayak paddle. That's pretty neat.
Cool. Did you order
Are
your
you
kayak?
bringing Are those going in your D&D character's bag?
Yes.
For when we
Right
cross
next
that
to-
river that's undoubtedly coming up next?
Why is there a river coming up next, Tegan?
I don't know. Just because now we have paddles, so it would be convenient for you to put a river now.
I thought you were reading my notes.
Oh,
River of
snap.
Yeah,
So
Natalie
really-
told me all your secrets while you were gone.
I got a paddle now. Oh. That's pretty exciting.
Puppy!
Like the confused and scared dog in the background.
Oh, I clipped her nails last night. You would have thought I was cutting them,
Yeah.
hitting my dogs. They've never been as afraid of me as when I was cutting their nails.
Cheers
That's
like
funny.
that too.
Yeah, Jinx is like that.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so you guys camped out for the night. Everyone snuggled up together on the little stone there. The dead carcasses all around you. It's very sweet. It's a pleasant moment. The sun rises. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's the most precious moment you have ever seen. Some of you wish deep down in your hearts that this moment would never stop. And that is where we're ending our session today. This moment is never going to stop.
The good berries!
Valen has one good berry in his mouth, just half chewed, ready to go for breakfast.
Phew, that's not good.
Oh, hey, Alex.
Hi.
Hey, Alex.
What's going on here?
Playing D&D.
Ooh, fun.
You can watch our stream, because we're so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, who has a stream of it? Because I don't know how y'all play that.
Toby, and if
I
you
do.
look at his name in Discord, you can click it to watch his stream. What just happened? Oh, Ross. It was Ross. Ross left.
Oh, bye, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
My Discord doesn't make noise when I'm streaming.
Smart. Okay, well let's so
Duriel, you were doing
I-
something?
I wanted to inspect the item that I picked up earlier. Is there anything more that I can gain from investigating it?
What item?
The secret item that you told me about.
oh, the necklace that he was spinning and hearing voices from.
What?
Huh.
Is that canon now?
I'm trying to remember what all I told you. I don't remember what all I told you. Can you
Yeah,
shoot me a
I'll-
message
Yeah.
with what I told you? You know, obviously I
should be
know,
in our-
but I want to make sure that you're...
It should be in our chat history,
Oh, is it?
either in Discord or on.
Oh!
Yeah, it's on our Discord.
Huh. Well, that looks cool.
So you want to try to inspect it?
Hmm.
Give
I'm trying to
me...
figure out what it is.
Wait, aren't you sitting with us? If you're trying to hide something, you're gonna sit in the middle of us and look at it?
I'm gonna like move over.
You're on the other side of a half wall now.
Okay.
So if they stand up, they can clearly see you.
Oh my gosh.
These are all... They're all like half walls all around there. They're not
Obi,
like
can I
really
stealth?
full walls. From what?
I just want to stealth.
No. Tell him no.
Roll a d20.
Who, me?
No, Brian.
Oh no.
And add your proficiency bonus to it.
Oh.
Okay, well that's like 23.
He became the wind.
Wow. So you pull your blanket back up over you, and it's like you disappear. Nobody knows that you're there. You get another couple hours of uninterrupted sleep while they look for you.
That's not what I want. I want to watch Albert inspect his item.
Oh, you want to do that.
Yeah. Oh well. It's okay.
He's so stealthy we can't even see him anymore.
Do I make a religion roll, Toby?
So you want to find out more about it. You want to see what it is.
Right.
So give me... What do I want to do here? Yeah, give me a religion roll.
Oh.
Oh no! You do know that religion do exist. That's good.
But he's starting to doubt.
I think it's it's a 4.
If this necklace is talking to you, why don't you just ask it questions?
I know that's a sandwich, but for a second I thought it was an egg.
Albert's guy has an ostrich egg that he's baked. It has 400 grams of protein. Oh.
Give me a minute. Let me think on this. I want to do something good with this, but I want to know. I need a minute. I wasn't prepared for this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I don't have to do it. We can move on.
No, it's done. It's done. I just need a minute. I need a minute to gather my thoughts.
I don't know what you wanted to do with it either.
I didn't know yet
Give
either.
it to
Is
me.
the big thing.
You should give it to me, Duriel.
No, why would I do that?
I'm pretty sure it has my god on it.
Who gave you that idea?
What does it look like, Albert?
Valen. So Valen doesn't know about this.
I know, this is me.
Blake unfortunately knows about this.
Blake will remember that.
Blake will remember that. Valen's not sure what's going on. Duriel hears the voice of Blake as he stares at the necklace. In a panic, he swallows the necklace like a big ostrich egg.
But then you can yank it back out like that hot dog.
Oh, yeah. It's magnetic. It pulls the rest of the ostrich egg out with it. You can tell from looking at it that it's fairly old. It's fairly weathered.
Should we get out of the channel or something?
No. He's
Too much hassle.
It's not, and I would just move us if I needed to. It's you feel an aura, a presence about it, but nothing more than you did before.
Okay. Can I attempt to break it?
Sure. How are you breaking it?
With my
By
hands.
throwing it at Valen?
With your hands?
Catch!
Give me a strength roll.
If you threw that necklace strong enough at Valen
20.
to break it, I'm pretty sure you'd kill him.
Why am I not surprised that the religion roll gets a 2 and the strength roll gets a 17?
So it's a 20 plus my plus 3 strength,
Okay.
if you count that.
All right. So as you grasp
Did
it
you move
on...
us?
Yes, I moved us. So as
Oh.
you grasp it on either side... Oh, they can see my hands. As you grasp it on either side...
What? That's crazy! Whoa!
Um,
Go ahead.
they it starts to bend a little bit, and you hear a voice in your head all of a sudden that just says, "No, leave it be for now." We can use
Do I
this.
recognize the voice?
It is the voice of your demon.
Okay.
I forgot his name, but it is his voice.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a voice for him, I don't think. Yet, but you'll have to
I don't think I've made a voice for him yet. You're right.
Eventually, remember, my skills are going to create whispers of them, and you'll have to be the whisperer, so you'll have to think of a voice.
No! We can use it.
That's cool.
Leave it be for now. Hide it from the druid.
Okay. So I put it, like, underneath my breastplate to kind of hide it, so it doesn't spark any, like... It can't search my backpack to find it or something. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
cool.
Okay. We're done.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Tegan, what you drinking?
A beer.
Does the beer have a name?
Heineken.
Okay. I have a pineapple mandarin Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Really?
Manly drink for manly man. It's good. It's tasty.
I like I used to drink the black cherry ones all the time, but I kind of burnt myself out on them.
This conversation could be the star of a movie called Conversations I Don't Care About.
That maybe could be the star of a show called Conversations I Don't Care About.
Thank you.
All right,
Brian.
so
I just watched that episode.
I just rejoined the group.
All right,
So,
Howell?
Duriel, we saw you animatedly throwing your arms and stabbing what looked to be a baby out in the woods. You want to tell us what was going on out there?
Ironically, that baby was the star of a play in the game called A Baby I Don't Care About. What a weird coincidence. It's like Kenzie's here, but she's not.
And
What are we doing now?
Well, what do
We
you
just
guys
wake
want to
up.
do?
I mean, wake up, drank.
is anybody
Sit down, drank.
Stop.
is anybody injured?
No, after a long rest, we should have been all healed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's right. How much do you recover all your HP after a long rest?
I thought we did, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Even still, the only one that's really seriously injured is Albert. Well, Duriel.
You had like 4 hit points down.
Yeah, so he should be fine now.
Yeah.
All right. Wasn't there a journal describing a pass beforehand that we looked at? Did we already?
Yes.
did we follow
So that is in your it's in your chat history, but I can resend it to you if you need me to.
I think I read it out to everybody.
Oh, it's the last thing in our history on Discord.
Yeah, let me just do that.
All right, you read. I'm gonna go get another drink.
Okay, so let's just go over this one more time. I'll
You
do it.
read, drank. Go ahead.
Entry 1. Okay. They're calling this land Loch Fear after the man who made the first voyage here. A few scouts think they found a way across the mountain. Tomorrow I'm going to go see them to see if we can find the way to the other side. Hopefully my troop will understand, but it's blah, 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 blah. We approached the trail yesterday. It's not really a trail at all, just a path with vegetation. Did we already follow this, though? And that's how we got to here?
Yeah, we saw the path on the map. Remember that big map we saw? And so we got to the pass. We eventually just wandered our way down to the pass, and we started walking through it. And this is what we found.
So, we need to look at the map again then, don't we?
Yeah, Toby has it, I think.
We might need to go back to town. We've done everything we can out here.
Well, so the passage does lead back to the area of town. So.
Right. So maybe we should, if we head, Toby, is that map still available for us to look at? Let's see our current position.
Yeah.
Let's head back to that tunnel and try and get back to town and let the captain know what we found. What do you guys think about that?
Sounds good to me.
That way we at least are moving.
You are here.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's just continue with the mountain.
Continue southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Unless are you guys good with continuing southeast along the pass and then make your way back to the outpost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems like the only option anyway.
So you guys pack up about mid-morning after you found Howl under his blanket, stealthing really well. Some light snores and whimpers of leaves gave him away. So you start traveling. You reach the peak of the mountain. You weren't very far from it, and you can see pretty far. You can kind of see smoke coming from the camp off in the distance.
Okay.
But it's pretty far out there. There's a lot of mountain and woods ahead of you. And as you continue on down the other side of the mountain, you hit a ravine, a very large ravine.
Where are the paddles?
If I'm thinking of a ravine right, it's like big cliffs and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I am. I'm using that word right. Good. So you guys are going to have a skill challenge.
No. Okay, perfect. What are we looking at?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. So everybody roll for initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Y'all remember how the skill challenges work?
Do a quick run through just so I remember I'm not remembering wrong.
So everybody's going to roll for initiative. Oh, man.
All my rolls tonight are gonna be so bad.
It doesn't
13.
matter. It's not like there's a crit fail with this. So everybody rolls for initiative. Rolls a d20, adds in their dex for their initiative. And you'd add in your proficiency as well, but it's the same for everybody. It's +2, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, so it shouldn't. Okay.
So add your dex bonuses as well. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference at this point.
15 for me.
20 for me.
Yes. Yeah, it's not going to matter.
-1 for me.
So unless Valera has like a +5 dex, it doesn't matter. All right. So Brian will go first, and then Blake, and then Albert, and last Tegan. So the way the skill challenge works is you can use any skill check that you want to. So you can interact with the environment around you. You can use any skill check you want to, or even one of your magic skills or player abilities or whatever, if you can, come up with a way to do it. You roll a d20. There's a certain score that you have to get to pass. And if it passes, great. If you fail so many times as a group, then it's over. And you lose the skill challenge. And you have to get so many passes before you get so many fails in order to pass the skill challenge. And you can't use, like, if Blake uses, I don't know, maybe he wants to use Investigate to look around the ravine and look for anything that will help them get across. And then Albert decides to go after that. He can't also Investigate. So you can't be using, like, the same skills back to back. You need to vary it a little bit.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you start it, Mr. Howell.
So you're at a ravine. Your goal is to get across. You guys need to get, let's say, 10 successes before you get 4 failures.
Okay. How far across do I judge the ravine to be?
That could be a skill roll. I
That
guess.
could be a skill roll. Give me
Like an investigation. Get out of here, bug.
Is that to be investigation or I guess
Perception?
perception.
Like,
yeah,
what's
do
in your
perception.
environment?
Yeah,
Okay.
give me perception.
Perception's a +2.
Okay.
20.
So it is this ravine is probably about 100 feet or so across.
So I can't jump it.
No, it is definitely too far to jump. It looks like it's a long one. It's a pretty big one. You can, looking down, it looks like it's a couple 100 feet down to the bottom of the ravine as well, and you notice a large river at the very bottom.
Do I see any
A river?
any man-made structures around, like bridges or?
There's no man-made structures, but while you were eyeing while you were perceiving this ravine, I don't know, looking at the ravine, you did notice a couple of rusty grappling hooks caught in some stone not too far from you, like off to the, I don't know, say the left.
Is there any rope in those grappling hooks?
There's just a tiny bit of rope broken off of the end.
But I believe I have rope.
We should all have rope in our adventure packs, but it's usually only like 50 feet.
Does anybody know for sure how their rope is?
Shield, candle, alms, incense, rations.
Have you guys measured your ropes recently?
Sir,
Longer than yours.
Blanket, backpack, prayer wheel.
Is that...
Oh, I have the explorer's pack.
Is that when the rope is pulled taut? Or...
Toby, how far below the ravine is the river? How far down is it?
Looks like a couple 100 feet. So it's a pretty size. It's 2 to 3 maybe. It's a sizable drop. It is not one that you want to fall down.
Okay. I'd like to
50 feet of rope is what I've got.
So
guys,
it is Blake's turn now. So Blake will get to go next. So you can describe what you'd like to do, but Blake's
guys, I'm
next one to
we
pick an
can
action.
tie our ropes together and secure each end to those grappling hooks, and either work our way down into the water and across back up again. We climb the other side, or I don't know, Daryl. Do you think you're strong enough to throw a grappling hook, maybe with a stone tied to the end of it for extra weight across the ravine?
If not strong enough to throw it, I could always climb down and make my way across.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if we can't throw it, we could climb down, right? Hopefully, the grappling hooks keep us. Look, we got 4 ropes, right? That's 200 feet. So hopefully, it takes us all the way to the bottom. You know, I mean, one of us can climb down and see if it gets us to the end.
It sounds like a lot of energy
It does
to go down and up when we could just continue forward.
I thought I thought the path ends in a ravine.
Does it end in a ravine?
So, like, the path is... Hold on, I'll just, like, draw it. So, like, it ends at the ravine. The ravine is, like, cutting the path.
So the only way forward is across the ravine, right, Toby?
So, in order to get... Yes. Looking to the left and to the right, the ravine continues on as far as you can see, without traveling further in those directions to see if it gets narrower or wider, or closes or whatever.
Hold on. So I do the satchel that I picked up at the camp. How much rope was in that? I know there's rope in it and there's a grappling hook in it, but how much rope is in it?
So Valen pulls the rope out and starts inspecting it, and it is significantly longer than the rope that you guys have in your adventure packs. It is a little over double the length.
Okay, so over 100 feet. Okay. So I'm just gonna put 100-ish feet. That's how I spell rope. I spelled it roop.
You have a rope.
1 roop. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna. Would that be if I want to tie the hook on the grappling hook onto the rope and launch it across and see if it sticks to anything? What would that be? The athletics check.
I'm torn between athletics or dexterity for, being
dexterity
accurate
would be trying to hit a target with it.
Yeah, because you want it to hook onto something. If you just want to yeet it across the ravine, strength by all means. But if you want to actually Kobe it,
just stop! Oh my god.
We're in mountainous territory, and I feel like the other side's got probably laced with rocks. I'd feel like there should be something on the ground that grappling hook can catch on. I know we can't see all the way over there from there, but I feel like it's worth a shot to try to throw it over and see if it catches anything.
Okay. Well, Toby, would you rather that be a strength, or if I'm just, as you said, yeeting it across the ravine? What do you call it?
Well, do you want to just throw it over there and try your luck?
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeet it.
Okay. Ready for this nat 1. Here we go. Because my strength is a 0.
Oh, no.
Well, it's not a negative. So, I think it's a 0. Insight, athletics, the strength 0. Yep. Here we go, boys and girls. 1.
Strength.
I told you.
He throws it and hits himself in the face with
No, I
it.
probably just threw all the rope down.
So you take the rope, right? You're swinging it over your head like a stripper that ripped their shirt off, or a cowboy.
Or a cowboy.
Cowboy. Let's go family friendly.
Better.
This is a family friendly stream. Cowboy.
It's too late for that.
Getting ready to yeet that lasso at that cow. And as you let go, the rope starts sliding through your hand. And keep in mind, this rope is sliding through your hand, and you watch as the grappling hook and the rope disconnect from each other, and the hook goes flying across the ravine and lands happily on the other side.
Oh, but the rope we still
The
have.
rope is still going through your hands right now.
I'm going to grab the rope.
So, Albert, it is your turn.
I would like to load our last save.
I told you it would be a 1. I told you it would be a 1.
So with my athletics, I'm gonna attempt.
I'm dumbly just watching this fly between my hands.
I grab the rope.
And shove Valen to the ground.
So you want to use your athletics to grab the rope?
Well, I want to use my athletics to climb down.
But you gotta
Well,
grab the rope.
So right now
Because-
you have a rope flying through Valen's hands and falling slowly off the cliff.
Just grab it. I've had a strong. I can't grab it myself.
Call the bondulance. I don't know if I like. What will I use to grab the rope?
So you can use
Yeah.
your athletics if you want to.
Yeah, but then I can't use it.
You can again later. You just can't use it back to back.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me use it right now to grab it.
Man, we just have to pass 10 before we fail 4.
Or you
so.
could use your dexterity to grab the rope or something.
10 to grab the rope. That should be enough to grab a rope.
So
The way that he said so. Oh no.
Duriel jumps to grab this rope right as the tail end of that 100-ish feet of rope goes through Valen's hands, slips through Valen's hands. He's just standing there shocked
I just watched it.
as the grappling hook is just thudding around on the ground on the other side. Duriel leaps forward to grab this rope and catches it just at the very end, but now he's dangling on the edge of the cliff about to fall. His foot is hooked around a root that was stuck up, and that's all that's really holding him right now, but he's not going to be able to pull himself up, and he's going to slip soon. Valera.
I loot Duriel's soon-to-be corpse.
Yeah.
Howell takes off his boots.
Can I save the rope and leave Duriel to fall?
I want...
I guess I'll save Duriel.
What are you going to do?
This is gonna roll a 1.
Can I do... Well, I've got some good acrobatics. Can I do, like,
You going
a
to
super cool cartwheel and,
like
like,
cartwheel
kick
over
him?
to him? She cartwheels over. You can do it!
Like in mid cartwheel, kick him to safety.
Kick him to safety?
You know,
Albert looks so stressed out. No, okay.
you're gonna fail and just kick him as he falls.
Do you have like one buff leg and that's the only part of your body you work out? Like you do squats one-legged, but it's just the one leg. You never use the other one.
Oh wait, actually, so he used acrobatics.
So Albert used athletics to just try to
Athletics.
jump forward and grab the rope as quickly
Okay.
as he could before it.
Okay. So if I were to just go over and try to pull him up, would just pulling him up be like strength, or if I do it like fancy, could I get that bonus? Because I have a 0 for strength.
What are you trying to do that's fancy?
I don't know. Anything's better than a 0.
If you like tie the rope you have.
So like
around my
you've got
ankle
so you could do like slight a hand to loop
and
your rope
fling
through
it
something
around
on
the
him
tree
real
and pull it like
fast.
that.
so that you've got something to hold him with.
Him?
Yeah, like lasso him or...
Valera creates a noose while she's waiting.
Okay, I could lasso him.
So give me sleight of hand then.
Turiel's gonna die.
Okay.
Are you proficient in that?
No.
Howell is. I know Howell is. But it's not his turn.
What do you want me to do?
Whatever you want to do.
I gotta do something.
You can just play a song if you want to. You can look to see if the ocean is water.
Ask him if he has any last words. Ask him what was on the neck.
I'm gonna write a song in memory of you. What are your last words?
Ask him about that necklace.
During whispers, he's gonna kill everybody.
I mean, you could do the sleight of hand thing to try to quickly just, really deftly.
You could grab
wrap
onto
that
his boots
rope
and
on.
we could create a human chain. Hope that your boots get hooked when he pulls you down.
I mean, I want to try to use like the acrobatic
Do you
if
have?
possible because that's the best chance we have
Sure.
with my bonus. Because all of the other ones that I have are not good bonuses. And if I roll a low one, then he's screwed.
We've had 2 successes and 1 failure.
Does Duriel feel like he's slipping? Duriel, do you feel like you're slipping?
Well, not much time has passed in real life.
Yeah, so this is this is happening right now. So in the process of slipping, whatever Valera does, it's like she's doing it in an instant right after Duriel got stuck on the root and is barely holding on.
But the conversation doesn't affect
I mean, I
that.
think we got time to get him back up again. And tie a rope around his feet or something, and we'll all grab and hold the 3 of us.
So would that be sleight of hand then?
Mm-hmm.
How can I tie a rope around him that fast?
Why is that sleight of hand and not dexterity to tie a rope around?
I would say dexterity, yeah.
I was thinking sleight of hand to give you an opportunity to use something you may or may not actually be proficient in, but also you don't have a lot of time to just walk over there and analyze and figure out what the best way to tie a rope around this guy is. It's pretty much just get the rope in somewhere. So I'm thinking
I'm gonna use sleight of hand to
why
wrap
I'm on the
pockets
verge of
while he's
death.
dangling.
Blake
But
rolled a
we'll
1.
use dexterity to. Blake is the catalyst for this.
Okay,
Albert's
we'll just
paying the
go.
price.
We'll just go.
you can go with dexterity if you want to.
With dexterity?
I mean, if you're not proficient in sleight of hand, it's not going to be any different anyway.
I have a +6 in persuasion. I can try to talk him out of falling.
I have a +3 with sleight of hand.
What is your dexterity bonus?
+4.
Just go with dexterity then.
All right. Come on, Duro. Hold on. You got this, man. Is there anything you can grab around you to keep yourself from falling further?
He grabbed the rope. That didn't work out well.
So right now, Duriel has one toe kind of caught on a root.
I told you the rolls were going to be bad. I warned you.
Okay, but it's Duriel's turn. He can try and save himself.
No, it's
it's
not
Howl's turn.
Duriel's.
No, it's Howl's turn. Howl can try and save him.
So Valera
Ties her hands into a
Am I
knot.
also falling now?
sprints over and tries to tie this rope around, wrap this rope around Duriel really quickly before he starts to fall.
Stop laughing.
I'm thinking. I really wasn't ready for this.
Toby seems really murderous right now. Did Duro get?
Look at him.
Did he get a +1 from that necklace? Is that why you're being so cavalier with this? What was?
He can resurrect one time after he dies.
He just wants to expend my magical item.
We've been messing with Toby for weeks. I'm not taking this seriously, and now he's found his chance for revenge.
Valera messes with the rope, everybody dies.
He misses in the.
She whips the ground just hard enough and it all crumples beneath our feet.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Oh. Howl steps back a couple paces.
Roll a d20 for stepping.
Is this still her turn, or are you describing that?
I'm describing what happened now. So, this will be fun. This will be a lot of fun.
For who?
Valera runs over and tries to wrap the rope around his other leg, his free leg, the one that's not caught on the root, as quickly as she can.
And I swipe his leg out.
She gets the rope around his leg, but in the process trips and tumbles over the edge herself.
So am I like out of reach now, or?
You've tumbled over the edge. So now it is Howell's turn.
It's not descriptive.
He has just witnessed this happen.
How many things?
Hold on.
Valera, aim for the water.
Are we being held up by my 1 foot right now?
You
Well,
are.
she's still falling, isn't she?
Toby,
What is
with these
she
skill
held
checks,
up
how
by?
many actions do I get before I lose my turn?
So on a skill check you get 1. But
Okay.
you have inspiration, so you can roll with advantage and use that
Okay.
point of inspiration.
Was he inspired by almost seeing me and Valera die?
No, he got inspiration for being the only other one in roll 20 when I actually got
But
here.
I don't know. Yeah, I was here way before you guys. I don't know what's happened to Valera. I just know that Duriel is still hanging off the edge.
You know, so you don't know what happened. You saw Valera go over the edge, but you don't see like any part of her like sticking up above it or holding on or anything. Duriel has one rope that's kind of haphazardly around one leg that's just kind of loose and grasping for something to pull himself up with, and the toe is still caught on the other root.
So Valera might be dead. Duriel's about to die. Blake is really the only person keeping me from taking everyone's loot.
I do love that I caused
my
this and I'm
gosh.
still staring at my own hands. I'm still just...
You're in shock. Okay, in all seriousness, look, I don't know what happened to Valera. We got to get Duriel up. I mean, at least I'm going to try to save one person. I lasso... Wait, how much bigger is Duriel than I am?
I mean,
How much does your character weigh?
I'm a half elf. I'm like 5'8". It's me. It's Brian. And Albert is twice my size.
Okay.
Albert,
So-
is Duriel true to your size, or is he even
Pretty
bigger?
much.
Okay, so there's no way I can hoist his weight.
so he does have that rope around him, so you could do something with that.
But the thing is, I can't look around and do something with that, right? Because if I want to throw the rope around a tree to create leverage and then try to lasso him, that's 2 actions. I have 1 action.
Double lasso.
What you could do.
How
Oh,
is it a
goodness.
perception?
What
is it
are
a perception
you-
check for me to ask you how rocky the ground is? Do I need perception to
No, you can
understand
just
what's beneath
see.
my feet?
You can just look down at your feet and see rocks. It's not like you look down and you don't see anything until you roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh,
I lasso Albert or Duriel.
So
I
he
go
has.
for
He's
his-
already lassoed. He has a rope around his other
and
leg.
she fell.
She just fell.
But okay, so the end of the rope is within reach.
I mean,
And
it's
it
around
attaches
his
to it.
leg. So part of that rope, a good chunk of that rope, is within reach, if not all of it.
I go for it.
Duriel.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to
I'm
like
trying to keep him
discern
from falling.
the best course of action to keep him from falling?
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what? You want to do insight? To just have
Yeah.
like a stroke of wisdom and say, well, "This is simple. This is
And
what
then
what can be done."
Let Blake act on it. Sure, let's do that.
Oh no.
So I
I can roll 2 critical
We're
failures in 1 turn. It's fine.
I insight to find out the best way to save Duriel.
All right, roll a d20. Add your insight bonus.
I'm gonna fall over the edge.
Toby, you look so frustrated.
I really didn't expect this.
Our rolls have been
Statistically,
How many
Last
fails
couple
was that?
sessions.
Was that enough 4? Can
That
we
was
just
3.
skip this
That was
whole thing?
Yeah,
That
is that
was
the end
3.
of the?
That was 3. We got 1 more.
that's 3.
Can we just fail it?
So
and
we
skip
lose
this?
next turn, right? When Blake screws his up.
What
So
did I learn from my insight?
I mean, it wasn't a 1, so it wasn't completely stupid.
He's trying so hard not to kill us.
From Blake tossing over the hook.
What's happened?
Nothing.
So Howl looks at this situation, sees the rope around Duriel's free leg, sees Duriel's, like knee braces or the straps holding his armor on or what have you, the belt hanging over the edge a little bit, all just there. He has the bright idea he thinks, well, the only thing holding him up is that toe on that root. I need to grab that and pull him up. So he runs over and grabs the shoe of Duriel's boot and starts pulling. Like he anchors his heels into the ground and gets ready to pull. Valen, it is your turn.
Tell him it's a stupid idea.
Grab that rope, Valen.
So wait, they're both falling down?
I've got his boot. Okay.
So you're watching this, and as you're watching, Valen, as you go from shock to looking over at everything that just happened,
I'm gone.
Howl has pulled Duriel's shoe off of that root, now has it in his hands, and is anchored into the ground with his heels and slowly sliding forward, trying to pull Duriel up.
It's like an old school Looney Tunes.
Dude, can you get that rope?
Well, but Valera's still dying.
Grab the rope!
You
Valera's
don't
gone.
see where I am. I'm gone.
Yeah, we can't save her.
I'm gonna fail whatever I do. Doesn't matter.
So you're a druid, right?
Yeah.
So you've got all these abilities, but you also have magic, right?
Yeah, I've already figured out what I was gonna do, but if we don't have, I was gonna save Valera, but now there are 2 other people that will die.
So what were you thinking of doing?
You want to really tell you?
Sure. If you want to run things by me, I will
So
tell you what I
Valera,
think is the best course of action.
I know Valera's falling, and up until this point, I know Duriel's also hanging over the edge, and Howl wasn't falling yet. My plan was to run to the edge and see if Valera was holding on at all, or if she was free falling.
I don't think I'm falling. Look, I mean, I'm not gonna go over the edge with him. If he
Valera.
goes too far over, boot.
Valera. If
Yeah.
Valera is falling.
So you don't have to worry about me, but you still have to worry about Duriel and Valera.
Right. So my plan was I have Entangle.
Mm-hmm.
My plan was to jump down, grab Valera, and cast Entangle on the wall to hold us in place.
I like that.
Why would you jump down though?
Well,
Why do you have to jump down?
I didn't know if you were falling or not, so I was going to run to the edge, see how far down you were.
Okay.
If there was no chance to save Duriel and you were free falling, I was going to jump, try and grab you, cast Entangle on the wall. That would also catch Duriel as he fell too. Because it affects a huge area. It's a 90-foot. It's a very large area it affects, and unless you try and break free, it entangles you and holds you in place. It's technically an offensive spell, but it would work here to hold us, to keep us from falling, or maybe even slow our fall as we hit the water to keep us from getting damaged.
Okay.
But that's all predicated on if I know if she's still falling.
So we know that Duriel is starting to fall off the cliff now because Howl has unhooked him from the only thing anchoring him. And Howl is sliding forward with him, having 0 success pulling him up. Valera is not in sight. All you know is that she tumbled over the edge, so she's not in sight. So you could still entangle. But any time that you waste running to the edge and trying to jump after Valera is time that Duriel and possibly Howl are going to slip and fall as well.
You could just cast Entangle a little bit lower and hope it
And
catches
hope for the
everyone.
best. Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'll cast Entangle on the edge, and that should wrap up and down the edge of the wall and hold people in place.
Okay. Go for it.
Do you enroll a d20?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it lands hitting on the ground, because the ground doesn't have an AC.
Just roll a d20 and add your
Wisdom
spell modifier.
Yeah. Which is fine. Bye, guys. One of those will have to work, right?
Holy shit!
Wait, what?
No, just 1d20.
What the fuck?
I rolled +5.
Well-
Is that not good enough?
Blake, I like that the first one was a 1.
There you go. I know, man. I told you. There you go.
All right. So you cast these vines, you cast entangle, and vines slowly flow out from you and down the cliffside, catching. You see them slowly wrap up the legs of Howl and around Duriel's legs and his torso.
Okay. I can still move, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna run to the edge of the pass, outside of the range of the entangle spell, and look over the edge, see where Valera is.
So. Okay. So it's Duriel's turn now. As Valen peers over the edge, you see her pretty far down. She just passed the vines, where the vines stopped.
So she's not in the middle of falling. Like I can't grab her at this point.
She has fallen past where the vines would have caught her, so she is falling.
Can I grab her from where I'm at?
No. I mean you're caught in pretty much the top of the vines, and they go down for what, 90 feet? You said?
It's like 90 square feet, I think is what it is.
90 square feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
since I have
That's not as big.
Since I have the rope in my hand, can I sling it to Valera?
Oh no! It's only 20 square feet, Toby.
Oh well, she has definitely passed those vines.
Sorry, I read 90's the distance.
It's like 90. That sounds really big, but man, that sounds.
90's the distance I can cast at
Good
20
CC.
square foot.
So you wrapped Howl and Duriel in the vines to anchor them, so they're no longer falling. Duriel has the tail end of the rope in his hands. The rest of the rope is dangling down into the ravine now.
Hey,
Falling
Valera
down
might be able
the
to grab
ravine.
onto that.
Valera is falling. She's far down. I mean, it's not. I don't think you would be able to throw the rope to her easily. You'd have to like whip it, Duriel.
Yeah.
But even
Whip it
then,
real good.
you would have to whip it and wait for the motion to get down to her to catch up to someone who's free falling.
Well, I tried. So I'm just gonna climb back up.
He says after I tried to save his life.
Thanks, Blake, for this.
Lipstick? I saved you.
Let's see.
Do you have any spells?
Not that can help in this situation. I can, I mean, I don't know if there's anything I can do for Valera.
You know what you could do? I didn't realize it could be used for this, but I'm reading over my DM screen, my online screen that I use. If you want to try to whip the rope to her and see if you can get it to her before she falls all the way, you could do it with a Constitution check. It's one of the things you can do is use it to push yourself beyond normal limits. So
You're going to roll a 1 and whip her in the face.
But that's what I said earlier, Toby, and you were like, no, you can't do that.
Knock
I
her
know,
out as she
it's
falls.
because I was trying to find a way for you to work that in, and I didn't know how, but then I saw this, which actually lets you go beyond what would be normal limits. Which normally, you're not going to whip a rope and it catch up to somebody who's free-falling, because in like the terminal velocity, like 80-something miles an hour or something.
Very fast.
Unless you can whip a rope faster than that, it's not going to happen. But if you've got a bunch of adrenaline pumping through you, it's a fantasy game. I found an out for you. If you still want to do that, I'm willing to allow it through this.
Okay.
You don't have to
let's
do
try
it.
that.
I'm just trying to help
So-
with ideas.
D20 plus 2. Okay, here we go, Valera.
I'm fucking dead, man.
That's a 6, so.
All right.
Okay, so we failed all our rolls. Can we skip this?
I won
I'm
mine.
not sure what to do.
So You try to whip the rope over to her, but it just doesn't catch up to her in time. You hear a splash way down in the ravine as Valera splashes into the water. So you guys have failed your skill challenge. Valera is over the cliff and down in the water. If she's still alive.
I'm going for a swim.
Howl and Duriel are caught up in some vines, and Valen is standing at the top of the cliff. And you guys are still not on the other side of the ravine.
I reel up the rope and try and throw it again. I hope for the best.
Is the water flowing? Like really swiftly?
It's a stagnant river.
I mean, it's pretty far down there, so they wouldn't be able to easily see if it's flowing or not. It appears from... Well, you know what? Valen, Howl,
I guess
Duriel...
I should ask, am I conscious right now?
We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So Valen, Howl, Duriel...
I'm gonna walk back over to the rope and start helping them climb up by pulling on the rope and helping Duriel get back up.
Okay. Howl, Duriel, what are you guys... Valen's pulling you guys up. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, am I up now? Am I in the like action of being pulled up?
I mean, you're in the vines, but you weren't over the cliffside yet.
I'd like to see where Valera fell into the water and see if I can see where she's going. You know, is it a fast-moving river? Is she getting out of the water? Is she
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
I believe that is +2. Yes.
Goodness.
Where did that come from?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my first one was a 22.
You can see the splash down there, and it starts to slowly move towards your right, but it doesn't appear to be moving quickly, and it doesn't look like the river otherwise all around it looks pretty solid colored. So you guess that it is not like rapids right there, so it's not like a shallow rapids or anything, and but it is moving.
Guys, if there's any way we can get down there, I think we need to get down there. How long, Valen, how long does your entangle spell last? Can we secure a rope to these
1 minute.
Roots? 1 minute?
1 minute. Not long.
Never mind.
Let's just tie
Go
the rope.
bungee jumping.
Let's just tie the rope to the tree and climb down.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet now. We'll tie all of our rope together, and that should get us down to the bottom.
I mean,
if not, we can.
Duriel's still holding the end of the really long rope that should reach. Or no, it was a couple hundred feet. It was 100, what, 120
a little over 100 feet.
Yeah.
100 foot
okay.
of rope, 200 foot drop. So we need to tie some rope together.
Yeah.
I should do that because I've got dexterity and sleight of hand, whatever's like needed.
I've already used one of my 2 spells for the day, so I can also use an action and turn into wild shape. So unless we turn into, I can transform into one beast I've seen with a CR 1/4, but I can't fly or swim like with it. I can't be a dolphin, but
I was gonna say turn into a fish and I'll throw you in the water.
But I can turn into a bug and fly down there or something.
Do you lose all of your mass? Can you turn into like a bug and then just like float down?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's drop. It's fine.
That's what I mean. I can turn into a bug, throw me down to the river, and I can get over there.
I mean, you could turn into a fish and Duriel just throws you down there. You just won't be able to swim. It's a fish that can't swim.
You drown.
I can use it twice before I rest. I'm sorry. Yeah, it says no flying or swimming speed. So I'm guessing that means a no swimming speed increase. But
right. So you would be able to
still
swim as a fish.
I would just be a shitty Nemo fish.
Yeah, with a one fin wonder.
Okay. Well, I can.
Whatever your normal flying or swimming speed,
Right.
I guess, would take precedence. What is it? How does it phrase it?
Wild shape. You can transform into a beast you have seen with a CR 1/4. I know what that means.
So that's like a challenge rating. So it would be a pretty weak monster.
Well, it's just fine. I'm just getting down into the river without dying.
Sure.
How do you know that when you hit the water you won't?
Well, if my mass is like an insect, I can.
Yeah, but if you're a fish.
Well, I didn't say fish. I said a bug.
Okay.
I can turn into a bug, go down there, and crash into the water without getting hurt. Turn back into a human, and then find you before you drown. That's my plan.
I'm drowning.
Well, yell to us then, fish. The water out of your lung. Because you're drowning.
You turn into a rock. I can just toss you down there.
You guys okay with that plan?
Sure. Me and Howell will tie the rope, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys? If you guys are good, I'm gonna
So
jump off this cliff.
it looks like it phrases it as something at the level that you're at, CR 14 or less with no flying or swimming speed. So
Right.
any creature that would have a flying or swimming speed, you cannot turn into.
Right, but like, a beetle. I'm looking to literally turn into a bug to not take fall damage.
So his
That's all
weight
I'm-
is
An
lighter.
ant. Ants don't take
Oh,
fall
oh,
damage.
oh,
Right,
oh! I
all
got
I'm
you. I
doing.
got you. I
all
was
I'm
thinking like a bug to fly down,
Don't
but
we
if
have-
it has flying speed, then that wouldn't be.
Right.
Don't we have feather fall?
I'm talking about literally just a bug, so I don't take damage when I fall, get into the water, turn back into a human, save her.
I don't have it.
Everyone okay with that?
Yeah. Do it.
A water spider.
Toby?
You want to turn into a bug and go off the cliff?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
That sounds.
Very ominous.
Guys, you have any reason for me not to do this?
I mean,
I think it sounds like a sound plan. I'm curious where it could go wrong, but I don't know enough about the rules of
I'm doing
movie
it.
world to.
Duriel,
doing
what are
it.
you thinking?
I'm ready to be done with this ravine.
All right.
Okay.
I'm jumping down into the ravine and turning into an ant. That's it. Okay? Okay with you, Toby?
How long does it take to transform?
About,
Instantaneous.
yeah, it lasts an hour. It doesn't say how long it takes. It's an action. So however long it takes to do a regular action.
Do you have to roll to jump and transform?
Like an animorph?
Do you have to roll? You have to roll a d20 to perform
No.
this action.
No, it's an action. It's an
Toby
action.
didn't have to roll a d20 to jump or anything like that. Is that
Well,
you're being super ominous right now, and honestly, I think there's a reason why. So I'm curious what Toby can see that will go wrong that we're not seeing. Maybe I'm metagaming here, and this isn't allowed. But I just feel like he's giving you so many outs to not do this.
Well, I'm guessing it's because Valeria's fine and she's supposed to be down there. We were probably supposed to fall down into the
Yeah,
He said
Toby
that
went
he
going
did
into
not
what's
plan
going on.
this. He said he'd not plan for it to go so awry.
I did not plan it. Yeah, we're
Awry.
in.
Awry.
Ari.
Ori. Draw a story.
I didn't even recognize that you said it wrong.
I do
I
like
didn't
that.
either.
I didn't either.
I was just like, yeah, I did not plan for this to go so awry.
The only only the ESL person corrected it.
Elder Scrolls Lawn Lime.
So, Toby.
You can do this, yeah.
Okay, I'm doing
I
it.
was looking around for what other people have done with fall damage with that.
Am I the first person to ever do this? Because I'm a genius.
No, other people actually
Yeah.
asked about turning into wild shape while falling. Would that negate fall damage, or would you still take fall damage because it's your body, you're just taking it in animal form? Blah, 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 yada, yada.
Well, is it? I mean, okay. I'm just gonna do it. If I die, bring me back to life. Okay. I'm jumping off this cliff, and I'm swan diving off this cliff,
Okay,
and turning into an ant.
I'll let
Alright,
you do
bye,
that.
cruel world.
Ant-Man.
Anyone else? I can do this twice twice per long rest. So
Valen
twice per
is
rest.
jumping off the cliff and turning into an ant. Howl, Duriel?
We're securing a rope around a tree and tying the other end to another end.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait. Oh no! He jumped. We don't have enough rope to get down. Yeah, we do.
You have a pack.
The 100
You
foot,
both have a
and then
pack.
we both have
We've got the
50.
100
Should
foot,
be
and then you
fine.
both have
Should be
50.
fine. Should be fine.
It's about 200 feet.
As Brian tied the rope, I'm starting my descent with the rope and getting another rope ready to
Okay.
lengthen the rope.
Are you gonna tie it at the? You're gonna like hang
Yeah.
off the rope and tie a new one?
Yeah.
Don't you need 2 hands to tie it?
No. If you
All
bring the rope up if you hold on to the one, you bring another rope up.
I can see Duriel's tying
You're
a rope,
hanging
and then
on the end of it, dude.
the third hand comes out. And
Can you wait for us? Can we just secure both ends before we start climbing down?
No.
Okay, I jump off and turn into a bug as well.
Give me a persuasion roll for how much you persuade yourself you're a bug right now.
He died screaming, "I'm a bug!"
I'm a bad
Seriously,
bug.
Daryl, we
You can't
can't-
kill me.
All right, that's fine. That's whatever. Go ahead and climb down. I'll meet you down there. We'll both hang on the end of it and try to tie it from there. Dude, I think this is a bad idea.
Add a number. What? No. Okay. Well then.
I like it.
I'm looking at my spells to see if I have anything to.
He likes
To
this,
help.
but my
Wait,
genius ant
no.
idea.
Can we just tie?
I like
We're gonna-
this.
we're
I
gonna
like
tie
the
one
idea
into
of
the tree.
Duriel just like flexing and holding himself up as he.
I do
We're
this
gonna tie
every
one
week.
end to the tree, and then the other end to the 250 feet rope, right? So we'll link
Mhm.
them all together, and then we'll drop them over the edge, and then we'll climb down.
I'm an ant. I'm not a part of this.
I still think Duriel's idea sounds cooler.
Thank you.
Do it. Go for it.
Toby wants us to die.
I'm gonna let you go all the way down before I follow, though.
That's fine. I have rope with me.
Yeah, you've got 150 foot. Need my last 50 foot.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what y'all are doing?
Yep.
All right. So Duriel. So Valen has jumped down. He is out of sight because he's an ant. He's hard to follow. Duriel is sliding down or climbing down the rope to tie another one on to the end, and he's just hanging off at the end, just flexing with that little bit of rope in his hand. Picture these muscles, but then put real muscles here. And that's what's going on. It is the most fit he has ever looked. There's a little sweat sheening on it. It's like someone rubbed oil, just the right amount of oil on those muscles. If this was a bodybuilding competition,
He would win.
he would win. I was going to come up with a rope pump, but I don't know how to do it. And Howl is watching. So Duriel gets the rope tied on. Now what?
I'm gonna keep sliding down to the next bit and ask Howl to throw me the rest of the rope.
You know we have to roll for that, right? If I'm gonna throw the rope, it has to.
Not if you slide down literally.
Why would
100
I
feet.
slide?
So
I hate working with you, Daryl.
Why?
This is such a dumb plan.
Why?
What do you mean why? You don't see what could go wrong here?
Just
I've already done
imagine.
it once.
how cool it'll be if you just throw the rope down and he catches it.
I throw the rope.
Give me a dexterity roll.
All right, Duriel.
No, Howl for dexterity. For
Howl
aiming.
for dexterity. He's got to aim it. Get both of you give me dexterity rolls.
No, you don't. Want
Because you got to. Duriel has to catch it.
Yeah, you gotta catch it. Fuck.
You're a genius. You're a genius, Daryl.
Oh no. Wait, he might still be able to catch it. He might roll a nat 20.
18.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Can I just drop it? Can I drop it? I drop the rope. I just drop straight down. I'm not throwing it. I'm just dropping it.
Okay.
What
All
could
right.
go wrong with me dropping it?
I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
You kick
No,
it with your dinghy.
punish
So
Thank God, Blair is.
this is it. This is where the campaign ends. Everybody dies. Punish them.
Girl, I could have looted your not corpse, obviously, but I could have rifled your pockets while
Are you saying this to Doriel? Because he will kill you if you say that.
Howell is saying that, muttering this to himself up on top of the cliff. Could have rifled those pockets. All right, so Howell drops the rope like a mic drop, but he didn't look at where the stage is. So
Makes sense. This makes sense.
this rope is going down, but it's a little off-centered. It's not quite over where Duriel is hanging down right now.
Kind of like Howell doesn't like the idea, so he just half-heartedly tosses the rope down. Meh.
So Duriel sees it coming, and as he's holding on, he's got it's the same arm. He's using that one again. That's his good arm.
Yeah.
He sees the rope coming down, and he kind of uses his legs to push himself along the wall a little bit so he can reach out and grab the other rope.
Like a badass. As I catch it, I give Howell the finger.
We're reinforcing Duriel's behavior.
You'll have to give me a roll for that one if you don't want to drop one of those ends of rope.
Is that a sleight of hand?
Wait, I could grab a rope and still do this.
Yeah, but now you're using your fingers for stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to remind you, I'm drowning right now, so maybe you should hurry.
I tie the other rope on and keep sliding down.
I should be hitting the water by now. You guys have been...
I hit the ground before...
We'll come back to the two of you in just a minute. So Duriel, you tied this rope on and you continue sliding down?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Duriel reaches the bottom. Howell, what would you like to do?
He reached the bottom?
He reached the bottom. He's safe.
I climbed down.
Okay. All right, and I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll check out
all this
Valera.
talk of water.
Meanwhile, I'm still
Valen.
drowning, but that's fine.
I've already gotten you. They're still climbing down. I'm in the water at this point.
The air current of the ravine pushes your ant-like body right up into the sky. You go, boing, whoosh.
I can see my character jump and swan dive over the ravine, and then I turn into an ant and I just go poof, straight up into the air.
Albert, the pause after you said for him to throw down the rope, and everyone just went,
We failed everything.
what?
Someone has to carry this party. Not
I've only
Valen.
failed one check.
Yeah, a huge check that caused us all to die, almost.
You're the one that dived after a rope.
You initiated the sequence, Blake.
That's not true.
Yeah, you did.
I told you it was going to be a 1. I told you it would be a
There's
1.
gonna be a
Then
big
why did
falling
you do
out.
it?
I had to.
No, you didn't.
What? Did you skip my turn?
Yeah.
So everyone is like, what do we do? And Valen goes over to the corner and just sits.
And he goes, and
That
then
sounds...
just keeps making that noise.
And then he throws all the rope into the water.
Now we're just waiting.
Welcome back, Toby.
Thank you. So there's a loud splash, and Valera's ears fill up with water very quickly.
Hmm?
She is submerged in the water now. So
Oh,
this is
Valera.
Valera just fell. She landed in the water.
Are you gonna say anymore?
What's
or...
Valera going to do?
Oh. Well, how like injured am I? Was I
Does
winded
she
by
need
the
to roll?
fall?
Does she roll like a constitution check to see what she's at?
Yeah.
If she retains consciousness or whatever?
No, she's fine. She didn't go unconscious. She didn't take fall damage. The water was deep enough she didn't, like, slam into the ground underneath.
Oh!
I didn't break any bones on the 200-foot drop.
Why did we even bother with the rope at this point?
Yeah, why didn't we?
Well, I mean, she can't, like, undrop and just be back on top of the cliff.
She can be the gorge lady from now on. We can just move on.
Gorge lady.
The gorge lady.
Okay, so
People call her gorgeous. Oh no.
if I'm fine, I'm just gonna swim to the surface.
Thank you, Albert. Thank you.
Okay. So you swim up. Go
And an
ahead.
ant smacks you in the face.
So you swim up to the surface. So
Yeah.
you're down, you're in the water. It is very deep. You're looking up, the ravine is very, very tall, very high up there. So you're not going to be able to undrop back up, obviously. There's not much of a bank on either side.
Okay. And is that all I see? That there's just like there's just like a slight bank on either side, and then
It's like barely any bank. Like there's little spots where the land kind of sticks out, so there's kind of a bank, but it's not like it runs the edge on either side. You wouldn't be able to like get out of the water and walk the edge of the ravine the entire way. The water is slowly flowing down like this way. So you're slowly, while you float in this water, I presume you're slowly, gently floating down with the water.
okay.
You're looking up, you can see what looks like a little bit of tiny growth all of a sudden at one part of the cliff, and a body just dangling over the edge.
Okay. So am I closest to the side that I fell off of, or am I now closer to the other side?
You're closest to that side, but you're also you're close to the middle, but a little closer to that side.
Okay, then I will swim towards that side.
Okay. As you are swimming over there, you start to get close to the bank, and you hear a tiny little scream and a little tink of a splash.
You cut
Not
out
far
there.
off. Oh, you hear a tiny little scream, and then a little tink of a splash.
Oh, I retained my vocal? Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
Okay. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna climb out of the water.
I have pictures of sending. Me too.
All right. So, Valen, you have just splashed into the water. The splash has shocked you out of your ant form. So you are now a full druid underwater.
Okay, I'm gonna surface and look
Okay.
around to see if I can find Valera floating anywhere.
So you see Valera just upstream a little bit, and she is just standing on this little narrow bank.
Upstream or downstream?
Upstream.
Oh, so I'm gonna swim upstream to her.
Sure.
Okay, I'll try to swim. If the current's not too strong, I'll try and
I
swim.
mean,
upstream.
it's gentle. It's flowing, so
Okay.
you could float and go down with it, but it's not so hard that you wouldn't be
We
able to
should
swim
have
against
just
it.
jumped from the start. This is
We
so
didn't
much
know. All right, so I'm gonna swim to her.
Am I cold? How cold is the water?
I mean, it's warm out, so it's not like you're shivering and in danger.
Okay, I'm just soaking wet. That's fine.
You're just wet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Okay.
you swim over, you get out, you're next to her. You guys are on a narrow bank.
Nope, no idea what you're saying.
Is it cutting in and out?
Yeah.
It's getting
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Hang on. Is this any better?
A little bit
Oh,
quieter,
yeah.
but
We don't know yet. We'll let you know when you
All
cut
right.
out.
Thanks. Thanks, Albert.
I mean, what else do you want to say?
No, I mean, that is spot on. So you're down in the water as well. You swim over and you get out next to Valera. So you guys are standing on a little bank over off to the edge. The bank runs about, 50 feet in either direction from where you guys are standing on it, and you see a little bit to your, not north, but like upstream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what in the world?
Oh, you disappeared.
Yeah, my game just unlaunched, and now it's relaunching.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How's your new motherboard working out, Toby?
It's not. I never swapped them.
Oh, okay.
You see, as you're getting out of the water, Duriel comes sliding down on a rope.
Okay.
Looking really cool.
Which sliding down with one arm.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Like
anyway.
Indiana Jones style.
My phone just died, so no more camera for me.
Oh, that's why it's frozen with you.
All I see is Blake's
It
thing.
ended on a beautiful image.
Thank you.
Like you're sleeping.
He looks like it's right before a big sneeze.
You aren't wrong.
You have allergies?
Yeah, it's allergies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why don't you get your phone charger, Blake?
It's too far.
That's fair. So we're all on the bank now.
So Duriel, Valen, and Valera are all on the bank now.
Are all
Howl is
what?
coming down the rope, but the rest of you are on the bank.
Okay, so everybody's down there except for Hal. He's sliding down the rope.
He's on his way down.
Safely. I don't look quite as clear, but I'll get down.
Okay, can I start looking for a path up or some kind of like way for us to climb back up on the other side?
Sure. You want to try to
Should I roll
scale
something?
the wall on that side? Yeah. Give me a second.
So I really took no damage from that?
No damage from that.
What am I made of?
Valen
Rock,
took
apparently.
no damage from that, although he did transform out of his wild shape.
Hello.
Duriel took no damage from that. And Howl took no damage from that. Nobody took any damage from any of that.
Sounds like a successful skill check.
Mm-hmm.
What do we win, Toby?
Nothing.
You're alive.
You get nothing.
I can either roll athletics to sort of like start
athletics
climbing.
would be to start climbing. If you're trying to like see if you're trying to discern if there's a path for you to go up it that looks, safe for you to be able to do that. I'm thinking nature maybe. Or survival. I'm trying to find them on my thing so I can read them. I want to read their descriptions and see which one actually sounds closer.
The survival is definitely better than my nature.
Yeah, it probably would be survival.
Okay.
Because that would be more of the skills of trying to figure out, can you safely do this? But not actively, maybe not actively doing it.
Okay. I'm gonna make
Nature
a
would
survival
probably be
roll.
better for, are these rocks? What kind of rocks are they?
Yeah. All right. 7.
So, looking at the other side of the ravine, there's not really an embankment on that side straight across from you guys. So there wouldn't be a good place for you to get regular footing outside of the water before trying to make the climb up. And as far as you can see down the ravine, it kind of, as you go farther down this way, oh, I lost my drawing thing. Farther down this way or farther down this way, it kind of curves. So it goes around, it doesn't just follow. It's not like a straight path just carved into the mountain. It kind of winds through like a river has cut it over time.
Mm-hmm.
But the cliffside on the far side looks very steep. It doesn't look like it would be very easy to climb. There's no clear, simple there's no rocks that make it look like it would be a very easy climb to get out. It would be very difficult would you attempt it. Without climbing gear, it would probably be next to impossible unless you're a really experienced climber.
Good thing we left all the rope tied up to that tree on the top.
I still have some in my pack.
I have 100, or I have 50, and you have 50, so we only have 100 anyway.
Valera, you tied your rope around Duriel's leg. Or looped it
That's
around Duriel's
true.
leg.
I've got my 50.
Never mind.
Wow. So Valen has
Why
his
am I
50.
the most capable person here?
So Valen has his 50.
Whatever, Mr. One.
And then
Yeah, Mr. caused all of this.
either Howl or Duriel would also have an additional 50, unless you guys... I guess Duriel would have it, because Duriel had 50 feet around his leg and 50 feet in his pack.
Go grab your charger.
Unless he doesn't have an adventurer's pack. But I would imagine you probably do. So Duriel and Valen each still have like 50-ish feet of rope.
Need how many feet you cut out again?
You guys each have 50-ish feet. 50 feet of rope each.
Okay.
Okay, let me go grab my charger. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you guys want to just talk and just fill me in.
Okay. Should we try and make another, like a climbing thing to get up on this side?
So you guys can try to climb out if you want to, but bear in mind it looks like it's very difficult to do. You can try swimming up or downstream to see what you find. You could even go underwater. The water was very deep. You know, who knows what could be down there. Maybe more water.
And we do have dark vision, so we can see underwater. Or in the dark.
More water.
More water.
Or maybe there's a submarine down there. You know what would be really helpful right now? If we had some paddles.
We don't have a boat.
We can use you as a boat. I'll sit on your back, since you didn't sacrifice yourself for me like I did for you.
You didn't sacrifice yourself for me. You tripped over the edge.
Sacrificing yourself for you.
No,
Close
you
enough.
tried to tie rope around my leg and then jumped
I
off
tried
the
to
edge.
save your life, and you went, oh
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Meh.
I like to pretend that this is in character. This is your characters bickering with each other on the bank.
No. Valera wouldn't waste her breath.
Neither would Duriel. He'd just take his axe out.
He's convinced he can kill us all, but we saw how that last fight went.
Yeah, that last fight is no
Okay,
garbage.
then I'll jump back in the water since I've already been
Okay.
swimming around for a
Howl?
bit.
I want to look at the walls, the rock walls that go up to the next side of the ravine, and see if it looks like that's climbable. Are there good enough holes from holds from where I can see that we could
That's
potentially
what I just
climb?
did.
So the same thing Duriel just did.
I'm sorry, man.
Why don't you do like an Arcana
My-
check or something?
You might do have a better roll than I do.
Oh, you rolled a 7.
Hmm.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I almost went to sleep.
He's like, I'm so bored right now.
I'm just exhausted. Also, I haven't eaten dinner. I'm not hungry. I skipped lunch. Haven't had dinner. I don't know what's going on.
You're not pooping. You've only peed
not
once.
pooping.
No showers, no mirrors.
No showers. No mirrors. Good memory. That's right. He said it doesn't.
So
could
it
be
doesn't.
climbable, but I remember.
It would be very difficult to climb without some proper climbing gear, especially if you're
And-
not experienced in climbing.
Looking each way down the river, it ends up bending, so we really can't tell if there's one's better than the other.
I have a question.
Sure.
Where's Mary during all of this?
Oh yeah, where's Mary?
Oh my god. He's up at the
Mary,
top.
come down!
What am I doing?
Back up.
We forgot about Mary.
I forgot.
Mary!
I forgot all about her.
Do we hear a scream and a splash behind us?
You hear a splash, and Mary comes at the other end of the rope.
Well, Mary should be able to go down the
You know
wall with
what?
the rope you set up already, shouldn't she?
Yeah.
So Mary is at the top. So all right. So Mary, let's say Mary is at the top, and she's staring down.
Mary.
She's watching you guys, and you hear someone yell from the very top, "Are you guys okay?" keyboard.
Jump!
I motioned for her to come down.
Jump! 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 But throw the rope first.
Do a flip!
Cannonball!
Do a backflip. Oh.
I mean, she's got more health than.
Well, she goes, she hears you do that. She goes, won't it hurt?
So apparently
It's like
not.
falling asleep.
Really not.
I roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, why
For
can't
what?
you just have her climb down the fucking rope?
Have Mary throw the rope down.
She's on a rope. Oh.
She's gonna follow afterwards.
No, I like what Hal's going.
I want to persuade her to
Persuade
throw
her
the
to
rope
Do it.
down
All right,
and
give me a
jump
roll.
over.
Give me a roll.
My
Uriel-
persuasion is +7.
Wow, that's higher than mine.
Oh my gosh.
He did it.
I did it.
She does
So-
a triple back tuck flip and then dives perfectly into the river.
But the rope comes first. The rope
But
comes
the rope.
What do you say to persuade her?
Do it!
No, you want to.
Mary, you've got to come down. We need that rope. You're a great jumper, Mary. I've seen you jump. I know you're good at it. You're also a better lander and a good swimmer. I know you're good at this, Mary, and I believe in you. Come on down.
Sound like either a cult leader or a game show host.
Mary goes, okay,
Working on those.
you're
Throw the
probably right. My brother threw me off the house all the time as a kid. I got very good at rolling. Do you want the
Don't
rope?
roll.
What the fuck?
Throw the
Mary's-
rope, but don't roll. Hit the water, Mary.
So Mary,
I feel bad
Stop,
for Mary
Toby,
now.
stop. Don't be evil. Because you forgot about her, you have to
Do
be
it.
nice.
she throws
Whatever
the rope
happened.
down, and then you hear, sploosh,
Sploosh or splash?
sploosh. It's a perfect cannonball.
Okay.
Different words. Different.
Sorry,
meanings.
different sploosh.
Causes
Oh
a
my
tidal
God.
wave and we all die.
It is the most elegant cannonball you have ever seen.
Good job, Mary.
You swoon deep down in your heart, just a little bit. You're not really sure if you persuaded her or if
Oh,
she
that's
persuaded
right.
you now.
I keep forgetting Mary's not an old lady. She's young and pretty.
He's our age.
It would've
Mary.
made it
Well, you were
better
trying to
if she
sleep
was
with
old.
her.
Oh yeah.
It's like age doesn't matter.
I just forgot about that part. I keep forgetting her age.
I mean, Howell's into everything, apparently. Young, pretty ladies, old ladies whose skin you can wrap around you like a blanket. You know, whatever. Whatever keeps you warm at night.
All right, where are we? What did you guys decide on while I was gone?
So Mary has just splooshed into the water.
The rope is with us again.
The rope is down at the bottom now on the bank.
All right, I'm going to retrieve that rope and get my 100-foot and coil it back up. Put it back in my satchel with my non-grapple hook.
And Mary is swimming up to you guys on the bank and climbing out now. She goes, "That's really strange. I don't feel anything at all. I feel fine. I was a little hungry when I came down, but I don't feel that anymore."
What?
Oh. That's why I said you should do an Arcana check.
Is it a mana river?
Can I do an Arcana check?
What are you guys checking for? I'm
So
guessing
I
magic.
sleep?
Here's what.
If the
here,
water has qualities to
can I
it.
do? Can I?
That's the quality of wetness.
Or if it's if we're are we?
Water can't be wet, Toby.
What do you mean water
Maybe-
can't be wet?
Stop. Shut up. Well,
Toby did.
the worst video.
I know
What
I've
do you
heard
say,
this somewhere,
Ariel?
but I don't remember where, and I don't want to find out.
You think we're in a different? Like we passed through
I think
something?
we
So,
may either be asleep or there's something weird with the water, or
Or
Everything's
water
an illusion.
just satisfies Mary's hunger.
you're onto it. Mary is a mermaid. She eats water.
I knew it. I knew it.
Give me,
That also means I must be a mermaid. right?
Duriel, give me an Arcana check, and Merman Valera, give me an Arcana check.
Why am
Okay.
I a merman?
my insight is higher. Could I use insight for this or no?
If you're checking for magic, no.
Arcana.
Okay, let me check for magic. My Arcana is garbage.
I mean, you could do your detect good and evil and see if the river is evil, I guess.
No. Yeah, no. I rolled
11 plus.
0.
Oh, so just 11. Should I roll an Arcana check?
If you want to, please.
Please.
I have really good luck when I'm trying to figure out water. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
it was on a 14. Now it's a 6. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Ryan.
Are we all gonna fail this Arcana check? Let's see.
Can Mary
What?
roll?
Okay.
It rolled to a 19 and then it rolled back
Yeah,
to
it
a
came
6.
back. Yeah.
I don't see that on my side. All I see is that final number you guys end up with.
Oh yeah, where do you guys see the roll, actual roll?
Oh,
On the screen.
yeah, the
but
dice
we're
showed
like,
up on the screen.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh,
you
we
have to
don't have
enable
that.
it.
Yeah. The IT guys got it.
Oh, enable 3D dice. Perfect. Now I want to see it.
Oh.
I said this like the first day.
I did too. It's the first thing I did.
we
Oh!
we told everyone how to
yeah,
do it.
it's the first thing
Wow.
Guys. Yeah.
I ignored it. Didn't bother with it at all.
You know what that means? All the rolls until now haven't counted. We should roll again.
That's true.
Go ahead. 18. Perfect.
In that case,
That's our Arcana.
well,
pass.
so Howell has inspiration for this session. He can roll with advantage or disadvantage on a roll. He's just got to call it, or advantage, I guess. I don't know. He'd roll with disadvantage.
We've only been playing for an hour. We're gonna keep going, right?
Has it
I
only
am.
been an hour?
Yeah.
No, it's been an hour 40.
No, it's been 2 hours. Ah, dang it. Sorry. 8 o'clock here. My time.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead and use it now. What does my inspiration do?
So it lets you, so you call it before you make your roll, and you get to roll with advantage. So you roll 2d20s instead of 1, and you use the higher number.
Oh, 2 instead of 1. Okay, and I can use this on anything?
You got to call it first, but any skill check or saving throw or whatever that would require a d20.
So like pickpocketing material.
Huh?
Nothing. I call it.
What?
Oh,
Wow. Didn't need that.
you did it.
I mean,
So-
both of them are very nice.
I choose the 18.
One's higher than the other. That's
It's natural.
That's normal.
natural.
That's normal. So you guys examining the water. There's something about it. There's like a hint of magic about it. Nothing super strong. Nothing to give you an idea of what it is, but there's like magic flowing in the water.
That's interesting. Maybe that's what kicked me out of my animal form when I hit it. Maybe the water has some sort of nullifying effect or something. Can I go kneel by the water and take a sip of it?
Sure.
And then what would I roll? Perception to see if I feel anything about it.
I mean, I would imagine that if it was obviously poisoned or tasted bad or something, you would be able to naturally tell.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a sip.
Oh, you look cute little puppy.
Dude, watch the whole thing. It is. Wait, why is it like? Is it
Like,
really low quality? For you?
grainy.
yeah.
Oh man. Bummer. Oh well.
No, well now we
Oh
know who's
no, if
paying
you click it
attention, huh?
bigger, it gets a little better. That's cute.
Yeah.
You don't feel anything negative when you take a sip.
Okay, I'm going to empty my water skin and fill it with this water.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good call in general. Also, I'm still just chilling in the water.
I thought you climbed out.
No, you climbed out.
I jumped back in earlier.
She jumped back in. Yeah.
When did
Because
you
I was
jump
gonna
back
go
in?
investigate. 'Cause I
Oh,
was
that's
gonna go
right.
investigate.
That's right.
And then you forgot about me.
I'm sorry. I forgot about Mary as
She
well.
call you Mary.
The
So
Mary.
I wanna look and see if there's anything under the water.
All right. So give me a
Investigation?
yeah. I was debating that or Constitution for swimming underwater, but just do investigation.
What? What's happening? I should just go to sleep. It's not even worth it.
Like sleep in the water?
I do like that.
Yeah.
In this 2-hour session, all we've done is fall down a ravine.
This is literally the
fell down a ravine.
highest I have rolled all night.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. I succeeded one roll. That's it.
All right, so you go underwater and you're looking around. It's very deep. It is much, much deeper than it appeared from on the bank or from looking down into the river at the cliff. It's very deep. It's not as deep as the ravine is, so it's not like hundreds of feet deep again, but it is, a good 20, 30, maybe 40 feet deep. There's dark figures, not like lots of them, just a few every now and then, swimming around near the bottom, just kind of slowly moving. They look like blobs almost. You can see near you guys, you can see that there's mostly just rocks down in there. There's some other little fish swimming around, but not much. And there's a little crevice in the rocks, just a little bit upstream and about 25 feet down.
Okay. Can I report this back to everybody?
Sure.
I am reporting back to everybody.
Well, what did you see?
Just some smaller fish. There's a crack in the rocks downstream in one of the walls, and scary blobby things.
We don't know if they're scary.
They're scary. I don't like the water.
You should go touch them.
I touched the butt.
I got nothing for this. I could technically turn into a fish.
And
then
not swim?
That should allow it. No, I can still swim, just I can't increase my swimming.
Yeah, but when you hit the water, you transform.
Wild
back.
shape. You're at your level. Wild shape doesn't let you turn into anything with a fly speed or a swimming speed.
You said at your level, wild shape
Doesn't let you turn into anything with a flying speed or a swimming speed. Unless I'm misunderstanding it.
I thought it said. I thought it meant no flying or swim. I guess that would make sense. Or if I can't swim. I don't know. Okay. How much time do we have left before the session ends, guys?
I mean, we can go a little bit longer.
If you guys are good with that, I am. How far down?
How are you guys feeling?
Okay.
Well, okay.
Bry said that he was falling asleep earlier.
I didn't fall asleep, but okay. Yeah, I'm tired. But I'm good. I can keep going. I can keep going.
You guys want to try out that crevice and see if it leads to something? Maybe an underground cave?
Sure.
The water is really slow moving, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we swim down and see if we can't find something? Maybe it opens up into a cavern or something. If you guys are, I'll just go. It's just
Yeah, no,
Valera
I'm
will
good.
show
Let's
me.
go. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's explore.
Valera, lead the way to this crack in the cave wall.
Okay.
You can just point.
I'll lead them over to where it is. The wall is coming along. It's just Valen and Howl. Turiel, are you coming?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
And Mary's gonna follow as well.
Okay. Oh, we'll go over to where the crack is. Can we see, like, dimensions, what it's like, or?
So, actually, I'm gonna have Mary do something else. Mary is going to says that she's going to swim upstream a little bit while you guys are doing that, and just asks if one of you can come and get her if you guys are able to make it through. She's going to swim upstream for a little bit and see if she can find anything, and she said she'll be back at that bank that you guys were at in about 10 minutes.
That sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
In that case,
so,
sorry.
In that case,
I was gonna dive and try and get into this crevice.
okay. So you guys start go underwater. You start swimming towards the crevice with Valera in the lead. And as you guys get about maybe 15 feet away from it, you start to see a dark blob come out of the crevice.
Oh.
Dark blob.
Okay.
Can we sacrifice Valera since she's in front and get away still?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Is it coming towards us, or is
It's coming out of the crevice, so it's not coming towards you. I mean, it's coming into the river.
What does it look like? Can I inspect it and see what
It is so you can see that it's fairly big. It's you guys know that you can tell that you're about 15 feet away. This thing fills up just about the size of the crevice, and from the distance, it looks like it's got to be at least as big as you guys, if not bigger. As like one of you, not all of you.
Just an amorphous blob.
It's just kind of it's dark. Yeah, you can't see it too well.
We do have
Okay,
dark vision, so that kind of highlights.
Can we wait to see if it's gonna come towards us, or?
Sure.
Okay.
So you guys just float there underwater, watching it?
Sure.
I try to get some footing underneath me, go to like a closer bank or something.
So you could go. So you could swim to the wall and do that.
Okay.
Because the wall is kind of, it angles down. I mean, it's steep, but you could, reasonably get your feet against it.
Okay.
The other option would be swimming down, but that's kind of farther down under the water.
Okay. I'm gonna wait and see what materializes then.
Okay. So as you guys watch this amorphous blob swim out, it starts to look like a giant fish.
Ooh.
And where is it swimming?
It swims out of the water and it turns towards y'all's direction. Hang on, I've got a picture. Will
Is
it
it
let me?
manatee?
It's.
Sea cow.
Yeah, whatever, sea cow.
Let me
Whatever,
save this
Seagull.
picture.
I love Jim Gaffigan so much.
He's so good.
I'm actually called the manatee. Yeah, whatever, sea cow.
I'm called a man.
I've got a thin layer of blubber to keep me warm, you fat ass sea cow. I love Jim Gaffigan.
So you can see the face of this fish as it's swimming. It's underneath you guys. It's lower down than you guys are. And it looks like it's descending towards the bottom, but you can see its face fairly clearly.
Merman.
A dorkfish.
It's a loser.
Loser. All right, well then, I'm gonna try and swim into that cave we just vacated.
Okay.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going.
Do we
Same
want to go
thing.
into
Yeah,
the
just follow
ridiculous hole with the ridiculous fish?
Actually, I'll swim up to the surface first and let Mary know.
Okay.
And
So
then
Valera's
I'll
going to go up to the surface to find Mary. The rest of you
I'm continuing on.
go to the cave. So you look into the cave and it is dark. Do you want to continue into it?
Yes.
Everyone give me a constitution roll.
Even if we're not going into it yet?
Whoever's going into it, give me a constitution roll.
I was.
+1.
Where is my
I
constitution?
didn't
There it
mean to
is.
roll 2.
Hey,
Take
you
the
reroll.
first one?
Reroll it, or just
The first one. I rolled one before the other. A fine.
13. That's a
15.
decent one.
Juriel, are you hanging out?
I'm going in. 12.
Okay. So you guys start swimming into this cave, and it goes on for a little bit before you start to see a little faint bit of light at the end. So you get about, you guys have been underwater for what, about 30 seconds or so far?
Yeah.
So it's another 45 seconds. You guys are just about to like gasp for air when you start to see light at the end, and you approach what looks like a surface, a break in the water, and you go up towards it and you breach the water
like a baby.
like a baby.
Like a baby.
Like a baby. The breached baby.
So Valera, you went back for what's her name? Mary?
That woman who's been with us since the beginning that apparently our DM can't even remember. Yes, I went back for her.
Marigold.
Marietta.
So you go back to the bank to wait on Mary, and you see her after just a few minutes or so, about 5 minutes. see her come swimming around the corner again.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her that we're able to go in to the crack in the wall.
Okay. She says, "Did you find another passageway on the other side of that?
What?
Does the ravine, does the crack in the wall, does the crevice let out on the other side of that?"
It seems to go into a cave or something, is what I could see before I swam to the surface.
Okay. Did the boys all go that way?
The boys.
Yeah, I was the only nice one who waited for you.
Thank you. Thank you, sweet little merlady. She goes, if this doesn't work, it looks like the mountain gets a little bit less steep and we may have a chance of climbing on the other side, but a little further upstream, but it would still be very, very difficult.
Okay.
I might be interested in swimming farther upstream if this doesn't work and seeing if it starts to get easier. Anywhere that way.
Good.
But it seems to go on for a while. All right, so you guys go down swim down to the crevice?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so give me a Constitution roll.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Is that just a what am I roll? A D20?
The D20 in the top left-hand corner, right beneath your proficiency bonus.
And your Constitution.
Dang it. She drowned, right? Drown her.
So you guys
Punish her.
start swimming through the cave, and you start to see the little glimpse of light towards the end, and you suddenly gasp for air. You can't take it any longer, and you're coughing. Mary is right behind you, and she notices that you stopped and just grabs you and keeps going. And you guys reach the water on the other side. You come out coughing.
That's my girl Mary.
So cough for me while I tell them what they hear.
Just
Okay.
1d1 cough damage.
Oh.
That's beautiful. That is the best.
Cough? Was a cough right there?
It's the black lung. Over the sound of Valera's awful hacking, you hear a waterfall, like water splashing, because there is a waterfall right in front of you guys. And behind the waterfall, it looks like there is something, you can see something like solid against like a dark background.
Oh.
And we will end it there so Howell can go to bed.
Okay. Hold on a second.
We got a lot done.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
did. At
we
the
did
end.
things for a long time. We got a lot done. We did things for a long time. And Blake jumped off of a cliff as an ant. That's pretty
How
memorable.
cool is that?
Yeah.
I think I'm awesome. Let me add this.
Tegan, did you sneeze on your chin? Oh, no, it's a rubber band. Okay. 2 rubber bands. All right. Saw 2